storied venues in college football. Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Rebels ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Running inside, it's Williams. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Oh my, he just shanked that one. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Alexander. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this moment.
Maybe a crease. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Coach Marcus Freeman told me before the game, he said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Motion from the back. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. And he'll be smacked to the ground. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and then bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. This time on target. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Here's Sayin to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Smashes through the tackle.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready, hairs on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Quarterback making adjustments. The run inside. It's Mobley. And the the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Snap to the back. Fighting off the defender. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Running inside, it's Mobley. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll go right back to it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
The give is to Williams. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Notre Dame looking for this 4th down conversion. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Well, the upright playing the 12th man on defense, knocking that ball down. That looked like it had a chance to be good.
Defense playing a bail technique. Sayin. Got his man on the right. Fights off the defender. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup.
I mean, that's exactly what this offense needed, man. They needed a big play, some kind of momentum to go their way. Offense really hadn't shown up in this football game yet. That gets them going. Maybe the QB gets a little juice. Maybe this is what that offense needed to get rolling.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Sayin. He lobs one high down the left side.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Right on target this time. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Stop just short of the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and that'll set them up with a first down.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Say it. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The give is to Williams. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting it back downhill, not going backwards.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the grab close to the logo. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throwing, say it. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain and the first down. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. The run inside. It's Jackson. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get down.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry?
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Not much happening on that one. Maybe made it back to the line of scrimmage as the clock continues to move here late in the half. It's third down. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. They'll run for it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Finds his man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Play action, Carr. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Running inside, it's Williams. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. He wants to change this route. Now here's Carr, looking to the big tight end. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Using his legs to buy some time. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Got it. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the wildcat. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give him a different look. Back has it. They found a little running room out of the wildcat, still short of the first down marker. They'll break out the wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. Makes one man miss. Maybe some room here. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the wildcat.
Football is very easy when the offensive line does their job like that. I mean, look at those holes, back able to make a cut, first down.
The offense changing the play. Throwing, Carr, trying to escape and get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Second down coming up. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. From the gun on third down, Carr. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that, but the offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Sayin to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50.
Might have a chance. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Working the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
Sends it back in motion. Sayin. It's complete to the left. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Running the red zone, it's Jackson. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown! Buckeye! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
He'll take a deep shot here. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Irish! Rolled his way into the end zone. The Irish punch back.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. State sending out the offense to start this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's got it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through it.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, a lot of bad things happening on that play if you're on offense because, 1, you lost yards, but 2, you ran out of bounds. You've got the lead. You want to bleed this clock. It's one thing to lose yards, but stay in bounds. Just go down.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Right on the money. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Trying to keep this drive alive. Pulled down, but he's got enough to convert on 4th. The fresh set of downs and to keep that clock churning.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Find some fresh air. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal. Could be an alley. That'll be a first down, and the last one they'll need is they're going to get the victory in this one. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the ground, it's Jackson. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. 3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Say it. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he's able to pick up the first down just inside the 50 at the 49. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Did they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Sayin. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
Man, those sting, man. 3rd down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially 3rd down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
All right, good news. The game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is that we've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. The quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
They'll move the wide receiver. The give on the counter. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to the counter. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run and nothing doing. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Got enough for the 1st. All by himself down the middle. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Carr to throw. Finds his man. It's Flanagan. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground. Powers through the defender. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. And that one's going to be knocked down, incomplete, and we have not lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. On the move, it's Jackson. There's a crease. They make the stop at the 37, but not before. He's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield. His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
They're going to ride this running back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
They'll try the right side. Picks up the first down. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing, say it. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Makes the grab on the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the returner will be dragged down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tight end now in motion. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Dropping back, it's Carr. He turns that loose down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. The give is to Williams. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250.
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk. And, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. 4th down, Carr. He's got him. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Give to the single back. Turning it on. The 30. At the 20. Past the 10. And he scores. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does defense are trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first. Gets away from one, finds room. There he goes to the left. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. Nice move there. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to pass it. Pulls it in. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Here's a heat. Firing to the right, complete. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Pressure coming. Pulls it in. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Here's Sayin to throw. He's got an open man. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Play fake, Carr. Oh, they're after him. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. He's past the 30. Oh, a lot of space. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the comeback is on. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Using his legs, it's Jackson. There he goes. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. This guy is having a truly special day, calling to mind the afternoon that Trace Sermon or Eddie George had, putting up huge numbers.
I mean, that's incredible. Just when you play and you put on that uniform and you know the guys that wore it before you and wore it so well, and you get your name mentioned in those L's and those history books, man, it's a good day.
Over the middle, it's Smith. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Zayn moves away as he feels pressure. Fires it. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Zayn. Unloads it left. Finds his man, it's Johnson. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Makes it past the marker. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that wildcat, and they give up a big play. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. And the wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Carr on play action. Heaves it on the run. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Wants to adjust the pattern. The run inside. It's Williams. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Shakes off the defender. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Saying. Got it. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Touchdown, Buckeye. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this... It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab for the 2, but wait just a second. There is a penalty marker on the field. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
Number 96, set to kick this one.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. Poor starting field position here for this offense. Quarterback may change this route. Going to the running game. Oh, he's got some space. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Carr fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Fires to the right. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give is to Williams. At the 45, on his way. There he goes. Running inside the 20. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish.
This offense has needed some kind of a big play, man. Something to get them going, to hang their hat on. They're trailing in this game. Palmer, is this it? Can they get the run game going? Is there...
Throw to the end zone, picked off. Hits him with a stiff arm.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Here's the give off the left side. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on second and long. Motion from the wideout. Throwing, say it. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
From the gun on third down, say it. Throws to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. The give is to Williams. Pushes ahead for 1. It's second and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throwing, Carr. Catch in the middle, it's Flanagan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Play action, C.J. Carr. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. Fourth down, Carr. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. To throw, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer right now.
Here's a little room there. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
So as big as that touchdown was, equally as big, converting this 2-point attempt and making it a 1-score game. He's brought down, and that one never had a chance, and the 2-point conversion attempt fails. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the 1st. To the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Carr. Smashes through the tackle. Racing to the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Here in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Great place to start for this offense. DBs locked up tight on the receivers. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Once he got some room, it was over.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. To the air, it's Sayin. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Here come the Irish back on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
So now it's second and long. Here's Carr to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on third down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.
Play action, Carr. Throws for the tight end. Big fella moving. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. A first down run on the doorstep. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. They've got the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 9. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Here's Sayin to throw. Right down the middle. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Back has it. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Here's the pressure. Got him downfield. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Run in the red zone, it's Mobley. Does not get there. Boy, they stopped him just short of the goal line and kept him from getting the 2. Time is of the essence, just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Under a minute to go, just take a knee here and avoid the potential for disaster.
And we've...
Turning it on! Still on his feet. He is in! Touchdown, Buckeyes! The Buckeyes with an answer.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the... Got a touchdown on the board. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead.
Caught, and he's got room. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Gonna run it. It's West. At the 20, he's got space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Sayin. On the move, he fires. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Sayin to throw for it on 4th. Has it. Will score! Touchdown, Ohio State! Game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but it won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Running inside, it's Mobley. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. The offense lining up for a first down play. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people.
The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Carr. Fired in there, but incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Might be calling a hot route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll take it himself. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme away.
Finding some room. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive away as there's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Back to the ground with the running back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Just ran over it. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But they're
going for it all. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion.
They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Defense in press coverage. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. 4th down, Sayin. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. 4th and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
And right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The run inside. It's Williams. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. Now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Takes the easy completion. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
Offense here just trying to outflank the defense on 3rd down, trying to get the ball to their running back on the perimeter, but nice job tackling in the open field by the defense to now set up 4th down.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Say it. Snagged out of the air. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. The Buckeyes in the hurry up.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. He makes the grab. There he goes. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Julian with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. There's some room. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Making side adjustments here. Throwing, Carr. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Carr. This one's complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Behind the chains now on second and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's Carr to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Carr above the noise. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Apparently not tempted to kick the 45-yard field goal. They'll go for it on fourth and short. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Buckeye! What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Might be changing the route. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. A strike downfield. Turns it on in midfield. He's loose. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame. A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Swings it out to the flat. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. They'll go play action with Sayin. Scrambling away. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Throwing, Sayin. Under fire. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Complete. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. from inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Trying to set up the screen. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking for a huge play. Caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
From inside the 15, here comes a return. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run, it's Mobley. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Quarterback making checks. They go right back to him. At the 35, he's got room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Rushes on him. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. Just about set to get this second half underway. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
It'll be 3rd and long. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Under fire. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. saying to throw for it on fourth. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned them up.
Got a little grass. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He might want another play. Right back to the well. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. This crowd knows when to bring it. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Well, on that third down, they decided to dial up the jet sweep, see if they could get to the outside. Weren't able to do it, though, and now the head coach has a decision to make on fourth.
Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? They'll try to pound their way in. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go.
Maybe a crease. The 50. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll move the tight end. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out of the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Little over anxious out of the stance early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After that false start, the whole approach changes now on 2nd and 10. Play fake, Carr. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over for him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. 4th down, Carr. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Going Nick, but a great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. DB's right up on the receivers. They feed him again. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. To fumble that ball away in the red zone, that is just a shot to the solar plexus.
And you have to know the situation. You've got to know where you are in the game. This late down in the red zone at all.
Off to the races to the right. Inside the 50. Past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He got a step and just dusted the field.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch him, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Running inside, it's Jackson. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Running it. Maybe some room here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Sayin to throw. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Pressure coming. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on 1st down, but the defense was ready. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Back has it. Makes the grab over the middle. Open space at the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. As Holly mentioned earlier, this crowd trying to give its defense some energy in a clutch spot. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game.
How field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Quick strike complete. And they'll get the ball back, stopping him short of the first down. The offense has plenty of time in this final period. They'll try to break this tie. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Might have a chance. Picks up the first down.
Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
Coming out with it, it's Mobley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. The run inside. It's Williams. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. The give is to Williams. Got enough for the first. Could be an alley. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Irish. The Irish punch back.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
They'll line up to go for 2. They'll run it. It's Young. Not gonna make it. Can't get the 2-point conversion, and they fail to take the lead here in the 4th. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end now in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Still on his feet at the 35. He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. And the Buckeyes will try to run out the clock in the final minute.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Well, you don't see this very often, so much for fighting till the bitter end as they will concede defeat. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. LSU, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. We have two of the top teams in the country as number one gets set to take on number three. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Buckeyes are never satisfied, even though this team went 12-2 last season, perfect in the Big Ten until the Big Ten championship loss to Indiana. Ryan Day knows the Buckeyes have something to prove. They have got to rebuild and reload after losing some top talent to the NFL. But they have got Jeremiah Smith, and he is the best player in the country. They can build around this superstar. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Ohio State's offense that has the first possession of the game. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
Well, I know there are a lot of schools every year that try to make the claim that they are DBU, but when you look at this team and this defense, David, each and every year, the talent is just outrageous, and this might be the actual DBU. Guys that can run, they've got length, man coverage zone, whatever you want, these guys have.
Yeah, it's really nice to coach, be a defensive coordinator, be a secondary coach when you got guys. I mean, they don't look human, right? Like the length, the speed, the change of direction. So obviously they get those top-tier guys, and there's just something about the way they play at this spot that makes them look even better.
They'll run it on the counter. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. The corners are walked up tight. They'll send the back in motion. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt, wants to make a play, and he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And we get a look at C.J. Carr. And what a duel this should be. Two of the best quarterbacks in the country.
And I know Reese already talked about the quarterbacks. These are two really good football teams. Like, I'm excited to watch them throughout the season and where they could go and where they could get to, because there's a lot of potential, a lot of talent. Obviously, the trigger men, they're the reason it goes. And they're the spotlight tonight, Palmer.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Bringing it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Play fake, Julian Sayet. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. From the gun on third down, Sayet. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He wants to change this route. They'll leave it with the lone back. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
And after giving up the long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Throws for the tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gives it on the option. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Carr on play action. They're working that left side. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This third down a little longer after that penalty. The give is to Williams. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big four.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quick handoff. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Right back to him on the ground. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Play action, C.J. Carr. Now adjusting, looking for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting the scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offense coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on the score in this next possession.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. With the catch, it's Jackson. Gets away from 1, finds some space. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Creates a little space.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Sayin on the play action. Fires left side at Smith. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Sayin. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
The Buckeyes will try to pick it up on 4th down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wide receiver going in motion. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Sayin. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into him.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved. And the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. He's got the tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll move the wide receiver. Play action, Carr. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Sweet cut there. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. The run inside. It's Mobley. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Throwing, say it. Makes the grab. He smashes his way through again. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. There's a crease. The 20. He's at the touchdown Buckeyes. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that. Extra point here will tie the game. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Buckeye. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it. Can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Williams.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little.
Play fake. Carr gets rid of it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Now here's Carr. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 3. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's got it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Boy, both teams doing some early work, and now they'll try to add to this 21-14 lead. It's complete to the right. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Quick release on the RPO. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll try it again. On the move at the 3rd. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense has it, they're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. He breaks a tackle. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Carr above the noise. Looking for a deep man. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Mobley. Turning it on. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Might as well give it to him. Ball is loose. Bounced right back to them. I don't know if it was. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Carr on play action. Fires quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a 1st down.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. At the end of quarter 1, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. Defenses have some work to do to slow down these high-powered attacks as we start the 2nd quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Throwing, Carr. That pass play in prime position for a score. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. He'll run it again. How about this defense? Another stop. This one right at the line of scrimmage. It's 4th down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Hands it off on the counter. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Setting up the screen. Crosses the 45. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it. 41. To the air. It's Sayin. Got the quick pass. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Working that left side now. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. It's caught. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Ohio State. Oh, been a baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that is an obvious personal foul. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Offense changing the play. Sends it back in motion. Running inside. It's Williams. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Makes it past the marker. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He'll toss it. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting down the ground.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Snap to the back. Here's a little room there. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Here's Carr to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back.